Just to join. Do that. You need to anyway. Okay. I believe we are live. Please give me a moment and make sure everything is working fine. Ready? Oh, okay. Need to the charger is there. Okay, just give us a moment, and we'll get started. We had some technical issues of all sorts, and we're still trying to work it out. Hopefully we should be live in the next few minutes. We've been trying to go live on Instagram as well, but one of the phone is misbehaving and it's not working. But I believe we are live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. All of that should be working fine. And hi, Mike. Okay. Oh, you were waiting. Sorry. Well, you might not be waiting, but you must have got some notifications. But I think my image is getting cut off on YouTube. No? Is it coming correct? Because over here it's not looking right. Oh, okay. Brilliant. Okay, fine. So we'll be starting in a few moments. I think everything is working okay. I'm just double checking, and it seems to be working fine. Can we go live here? I need your blue finger. I'll cut it and just keep it in the
Rejoin.
Yeah. Okay.
Attempt number 3.
Not 3 million. Oh God. All right. So. Oops. Are we live? Yeah. No. The live one is not coming through. Just give us a moment, please. We'll just be a few moments. I need to get this sorted out, and there's no other way to sort it unless we go live. And this is the only way we can get around these problems which we were getting before. I appreciate your patience, but I promise you it'll be worth your wait. Oh, I know why, because I'm in the wrong account. Now, work? Yeah. The internet and the technology is not going to break us. Keeping our fingers crossed. Everything is working except Instagram, so we're just doing that. And
Yep, you're connecting. Good.
brilliant, lovely. We are good. We just put the volume down on that.
Okay.
Yeah. We're there. Brilliant. Thank you so much, everyone, for being patient. I think we're just doing one final check. Those of you on YouTube, you can hear me and see me fine, then just put in a little yes, and it's we're good. We're good.
Good.
All good. Lovely. Thank you, Mike, Chef Ali, cool, Deepak. Okay, let's get the show started. Thank you so much. We had a bit of a problem yesterday. In fact, last few days we had a power outage and it blew everything up. I think the router was fried and we just couldn't log online yesterday, and we just had too many problems. So I think we've sorted everything out now. So we shall get started. And well, it is not 4 o'clock. What's the time now? 5:15 in the UK today. We're almost 75 minutes late, so sincere apologies one more time. Okay, as you know, we go live every weekday usually at 4 o'clock, and we'll cover topics such as Google Ads, digital marketing, video ads, pretty much anything to do with online marketing to promote your business, products, or service. Today I'm going to share some top tips for Google Ads, which will make your campaigns work a lot better for you, be more profitable, and hopefully make you more money. The format of these sessions are fairly informal and pretty straightforward. I'll go through these tips today and then answer any questions you may have. If you are struggling with anything and you have questions or problems you would like me to answer, please put them in the comment box around the video. I'll try my best to answer them for you. So the first tip of the day, now these tips are not in any order. There are lots of tips which I share with you guys on a regular basis, but what we want to do is to give you the main ones in this session so that you can take action, implement them, and hopefully see some improvements in your campaigns. So I'm going to move to the next slide. First one is obviously using the right keyword match types. I see a lot of accounts using broad match keywords. And I also come across many people who don't know how to use the other three match types, which is the broad match, modified, phrase, and exact match, the right way. They are put together haphazardly and without much thought to it as to how to use them, what and why you are using them. That is the key. If you are running a fairly small to medium-sized account and your sole focus is on direct call to action, what I mean by that is somebody takes an action on your landing page by signing up, you become a lead or buy something rather than the brand campaign exercise, then you don't want to be using the broad match at all. Stay away from it. It is too broad, and as the name rightly is put up as broad, it's just going to show up all sorts of irrelevant search terms which you don't want your ads to show up for. My personal, I wouldn't say favorite, but the ones which we use in our agency are these two, the broad match modified and the exact match. Phrase match you can use, but these two will pretty much cover both of them. And we have the broad modified in one ad group, the exact match keywords in the other ad group, and then that's how we structure the campaigns. And there's lots of different ways you can structure your campaigns as well, but for us it works really well, and we have a nice little systems and processes working where we use this broad match modified ad group to hunt and fish out new search terms, and as we find them, we put them in the exact match keyword group as an exact match, and then put that same keyword as an exact match negative in the broad match. So we are sculpting the traffic for that exact match keyword into from the exact match ad group. The next tip I would say is the use of negative keywords, and we as a agency are pretty aggressive in the use of negative keywords. If we find that a certain keyword, no matter how good it may be for our business or services or product, if it is wasting a lot of budget, eating up your budget and not giving you the desired results, then you ought to block that search term as a negative keyword, so that more budget can be put towards some of the other search terms to see what's happening, because you don't want a handful of search terms eating up all your budget. Negative keywords, you can be extremely clever and use them at either at account, campaign, or ad group level, and dependent on how your account has been set up, you would use them at these levels. Now, one good way is use these keywords, negative keywords, on account level, but use it on a account level negative list. Make a list and then apply that list to all your campaigns. So what happens is, if you put up one negative word or search term in that list, it's going to apply to throughout your campaigns which you've applied to. So that is a great way to save a lot of money, and you don't need to worry about that same search term popping up from a different campaign or from a different ad group. Always set up your conversion tracking. Do not run any ads without conversion tracking. That's the first thing you want to do, is to be able to see your conversions in your Google Ads account. And the reason, there are two most important things why we need. First of all, you will know what's working and what's not working. And the other important thing is, when you do go to smart campaigns, you need to have that conversion data. Otherwise, your smart campaigns will never work. What I've seen is people running smart campaigns without any conversion tracking. But obviously now, Google, what they've done is, some of the smart campaigns you cannot start without setting up the conversion tracking first. So that's a good way not to make these blunders, because this is a blunder. It's not a mistake. It is criminal that you or anyone else who's running Google Ads should be running ads and campaigns without any type of conversion tracking. Another tip I would give you guys is, don't run your smart campaigns unless you have got some kind of conversion data in your account. What I mean by that is, don't start running smart campaigns straight off the bat with zero conversion or zero data in your account or campaigns. The algorithms doesn't know who you are looking for, what you are looking for, what you want a certain person to come to your website or landing page to take that call to action. Once you start a campaign, when you start a campaign, I would recommend that you start up as in manual CPC. You keep your bids under control, your budget under control, see what's happening, what's not happening. And let's say you are running a lead generation business, and once you've got about 20-25 conversions in a campaign, then you can switch over to target CPA, and that works really well, because when Google has that data, it knows that, okay, you are looking to get these sort of conversions in your account at such and such price. Then the algorithm, the machine, and the AI is going to go out there and get those conversions for you. They know exactly when to show your ad in front of someone who is likely to convert. It knows a lot more than us humans do, and we stand no chance against this machine, which is extremely powerful. So I would recommend that if you do wish to go to smart campaigns, have some conversion data first and then switch over. Google and the Google reps will say you can start right off the bat, but you will find your campaign will go into the learning mode for quite a while, and that may cause you frustration and not get you the results which you are looking for. Another great way to generate leads is through the use of call ads. If you do wish people or visit your audience to call your business. Now, what I find is people are bidding the same amount on a call ad and the search ad, and they don't get any impressions, let alone clicks or conversions, and it doesn't do anything. It's because you need to at least double, if not triple, your bids on the call ads compared to your search ads. The reason being is somebody has made a call to you. You are talking to that person. You're on the phone to them. Now the ball is in your court to convert them or convince them to buy from you or sign up with you. Whereas a form, when someone fills in a lead form on a website, they will give you their name, email, phone number, and then you need to keep phoning them. You need to keep trying to reach them. Sometimes they're busy, sometimes they're at work, they can't talk to you. Now imagine how many times you need to call them or contact them to be able to speak with them. People don't take that into account, that if it takes you an average of five times to call somebody, you spend at least a good 10-15 minutes of your time. Now that time you need to equate into amount of dollars or money. But if you were to put that amount into your call ads and bid up, and okay, it's a bit more expensive to generate a lead, but in the long run it's not expensive, because your conversion rate will be high and your cost per conversion is going to go down. So I would highly recommend that don't be scared to bid high. Get those calls coming into your business, because this is the best way, one of the best ways to generate more leads and sales for your business. Sometimes if you have an e-commerce store and you have a phone number, people want to speak to somebody to get complete peace of mind, where what are your returns policy and shipping and the sizes and the color, if they can't find that information. Or sometimes people are lazy on the internet. They don't want to read, even though you've got everything written on your landing page. The next one is extensions and use of extensions. Use every possible extension you can. Site links, structured snippets, call locations, call outs, pricing, and promotions, because it makes your ads a lot bigger. And Google will then mix and match whichever extensions are the most appropriate for that ad or for that search term. And you will find that your ads show up a lot bigger, take up more real estate on Google. And it's as per Google's best practices. It increases your ad rank, lowers your cost per click, increases your CTR, because if it's a bigger ad, you're more likely to get the click on your ad. Increases the conversions, lowers the CP, cost per conversions. There's so many advantages. Why wouldn't you use these? The only thing I can think of is because of two things. One, people don't know how to set up and use. Secondly, a lot of the advertisers on Google are lazy. They don't want to put in a bit of work, because once these are set up, you don't need to babysit these. These are set up on your set up at your account level, and every time you set up a new campaign, these will be used up. So I would highly recommend you use the extensions at every opportunity. This is also quite important, because you don't want to be making too many changes in your account often or very quickly. I've seen people glued to their phones or to their laptops or computer, and every few hours they're going to go in, I haven't got any conversions, I've spent so much budget, my cost per acquisition has gone up. First of all, let it run, let the data come in. And also, quite often there is a delay of the data coming in to Google Ads. It is pretty fast when the data comes through, but it's not in real time. So what you are looking at is not the most accurate data point. When we make changes in the account, we're looking at data for the last 7 days at least, not necessarily just yesterday only, because the full data may not have come into Google Ads, depending on what time you are making all these changes. So, be patient. You don't need to make too many changes too quickly, because every time you do these, you tend to reset the algorithms, and then the machine has to start again, especially if you are running smart campaigns. And I think this is my most important tip. The expectations people have from Google Ads or Facebook ads or any kind of online advertising or ads is, we switch on a campaign and they want instant results within a matter of hours or days. It may be the case in some accounts where you start to get conversions, but until you don't run the campaigns, you haven't optimized, you haven't tested, you won't know what's working and what's not working. So you need to give it a time. Now, how much time you should give? I always say to my clients, look, for 60 to 90 days, you got to be patient to optimize, and then we scale it, because in those first 30 to 45 days, we keep on testing lots of different things to see what's working, what's not working. And we just need to buy this data or the artificial intelligence from Google if they haven't got any data from previous years or months. So you got to be patient. You don't want to expect results very quickly, and you are not wasting money. You are buying this data from Google. And many of the advertisers, they give up after 30 days. Oh, it's a scam. Google Ads don't work. Eating up all my budget. I haven't got any money left now for my marketing or advertising, and I've got zero results. If that is your mindset, then you are never going to succeed. You got to get the data into your account and then look at it. Okay, what's happening? Why isn't it working? Is it the keywords? Is it the ads? Is it the landing page, the offer? Because once Google sends that click or that person onto your landing page or website, then the ball is in your court. Your website may be slow. It may not give a great user experience. The messaging is not right. Call to action is hidden somewhere right at the bottom of the page. There are lots of things which can happen and which may not be optimized. So you got to keep checking. We start at ads. Okay, are we getting impressions? Yes. Okay, we're getting clicks, right? Check your search term report. Are we getting the clicks for the right search term or not? If yes, okay, fine, we move on. Look at the ads. Yeah, ads give the right information, correct information. People like what they see, and then they click on those ads to go through to the website. So what is happening at Google Ads is pretty good. You checked everything. But if you see that we're getting the clicks, but it's not the right search term. There's the problem, there's the bottleneck. That's what you want to change and optimize and put those search terms as negative keywords. And this is where most people go wrong, is they just come to a conclusion, oh, Google ads don't work, it's too expensive, and it's not for our business, it's only for big businesses or other businesses. Let me tell you one thing, Google ads can work for any and every business, no matter how big or small they are. It can work. You just got to keep tweaking it, changing it, optimizing it, and definitely it's going to work. So that is it for today. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much. And if you guys have got any questions, then please put them in the comment box around this video. As I said earlier, that we go live every weekday at 4 o'clock in the UK. So if you haven't subscribed or hit the bell button, then please do so, because like today, those of you who have the notification on, you would have got this from YouTube that we have gone live, so you won't miss out on anything whenever we go live or upload new videos to our channel. We're also live streaming on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram seems to be working as well. And we've been trying to go on Instagram for quite a while without much success, but I think we've cracked it, and I will make a little video as to how it's a very professional setup we have got, and a hack which you're going to love. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and it's something which we've been toying with as to how to go live on Instagram, and I think we have managed to do so. Okay, so I'm gonna have a look at the questions and see what we have got, if any. Okay, Sharefully, can you tell me how to generate PPC call for BPO? Okay, I think you need to send this to me in English. I don't know what BPO is, but I presume you are looking to generate call ads. So if that is the case, well, first of all, you need to run your call ads, and like I said, be prepared to pay a lot more than your search ads or any other kind of ads. Call ads are the most expensive, but they are the best converting wise, as well as your cost per acquisition will be lower, because it's not about the cost per acquisition, it's about the conversions. If you are converting more of those calls into customers, your ROI is going to go higher, so you don't mind paying a bit more. Hi Mike, have I had good results with Wix websites? No, unfortunately no, they're too slow. So I would nothing against Wix. For me it doesn't work, to be honest with you. Are modified broad match keywords good for long tail? Yeah, you don't want to make it like a 5-word keyword with broad modified. You will restrict your traffic. So what you can do is just pick out 2 or 3, and that would be 2 is ideal. If you want to really narrow the traffic down a bit more, then I would say 3, but with 4 or more broad modified keywords, imagine, on a long tail. So that means somebody has got to write 7 or 8 words in a phrase in Google, and out of those, 4 of those must be on that search term. So you're going to restrict your impressions quite a lot. 2 to 3 is a good number. Okay, Mahbubul Alam. For display ads, is keyword much effective to add? You got to try all the targeting on JDN. Try the topic, the keywords, the custom intent, the placements, and then work out what's working and what's not working. Now, with the machine learning and the algorithm getting more and more stronger and better by the day, the custom intent audience is really good, and target your competitors. You build up you tell Google, I want to show my ads to people who visit these websites. So you can put in the URLs of your competitors and target those audiences, and you'll find that you're going to get some really good results. Hi Kamal, is it necessary CPA in AdWords? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, but you need to know your cost per acquisition, don't you? How much a lead or a customer is costing you, because without that you got like a blindfold over your eyes and you're trying to drive a car or fly a plane or something like that. You got to know your numbers. That is the key to any kind of advertising. If you don't know your numbers, you won't know what's working and what's not working. So if the short answer is absolutely 110% yes, you need to know, work out with your customer lifetime acquisition, how much you earn when you get a customer, and then you work out how many, if you were to get 10 leads, what's your conversion rate? Do you convert 2 out of 10 or 3 out of 10 and so on? Then you work out your cost per acquisition per lead, and then your value per lead, and that's how we would go about doing that. I will be doing a session on this very soon. I believe it's next month. One of them is scheduled, so we'll go into that in great detail. Mahbubul Alam, can you please explain attribution model? Yes, of course. Attribution model is who gets the credit. So let's say in a football team, the striker usually gets the attribution of scoring the goal. But what about the player who passed the ball to him? If he didn't pass the ball, he would never be able to score the goal. Or what if the goalkeeper had the ball at the back, he doesn't throw the ball forward? None of them will be able to pass the ball around and score the goal. So you've got all these different attribution model: first click, last click, time decay, and so on. So it's how you want to attribute that conversion to which click or ad, and that's what it is. We've in the playlist, if you go back and search for this attribution video, I've done that in great detail as well, as to which one you should use. Usually we use time decay. So everybody is getting attributed, but the first one gets the least. So by that, what I mean, the goalkeeper will get the least credit and the striker will get the most, and in between as well, some of the players who did pass the ball around in the lead up to that goal will get some of the attribution as well. I want to know what CPA, where can I get it? Well, you need to work it out yourself. Nobody can give it to you, I'm afraid. You need to work out what your cost per acquisition is. How much are you? Right now, you may be running a business, right? How much is costing you to get a business or a client or a lead? That's what you need to do. If you need to learn this in great detail, I have got my group coaching starting very soon from next month, and in there you'll be able to learn it in great details. But I have got a lot of videos. We've got over 650 videos on our channel. You can go through them and watch it for free, and I'm pretty certain that we have got a few videos on attributions and how to work out your cost per acquisition and the cost per conversions and so on. Brilliant. Thank you so much for your time, everybody. Again, sincere apologies for the delay today. I think we've sussed out the problem. There was this one application which was causing all these issues with our Mac and causing havoc and just crashing everything. But hopefully, keeping our fingers crossed, from tomorrow we should be live. It will be my wife Farzana tomorrow. So I'll be back on Monday with some more Google ads. So till then, stay safe, have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you back on Monday.